Hey, I'm Chris. Welcome to Capturing Chris, my testing grounds for new ideas in travel, photography, and exciting destinations, one frame at a time.
Hey. It's a little cool today. It starts out, and I'm in Palm Harbor, Florida, which is right outside Clearwater, Tampa area. It's 62 degrees. I about put a sweatshirt on, but knew as I walked, it was gonna get warmer. So I've got some type of abrasion. I might have stepped on a sand burr at the beach yesterday. So I've got a little more pronounced limp than usual. Plus, when I fell on my face, I hit my knee. And so it's still in not the best of recovery mode. And so it's a little more pronounced from that too. I noticed in some of the videos. So apologize if this limp thing is driving you crazy. There's not much I can do about it except use it and try and get it better. But the ball of my foot is not feeling the greatest right now. Today's Monday. It's going to be the second Stand Store coaching call with Gary Vee. I'm so behind. I don't know if you guys can relate to this or not. I'm trying to post every day. Well, I am posting every day. One of my computers isn't charging correctly. I got a new computer and it's not processing the videos in the way that it should. I don't know what's going on. It's just as powerful as my old computer. I think I stopped the processing of the Insta360 Studio and I deleted the whole application and then put it back on, and that seems to have helped. So if you ever have a problem like that with your software, sometimes the best thing is just to delete it and reload it. I worked with chat to try and get it better. It just couldn't. So that's got me slower than I should be. I'm still not recovering, but still trying to catch up from being out of town for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. Still trying to catch up from being out of town for 5 days and stuff like that. So hopefully today will be catch-up day and I can get everything back to where I need to get it. I've got another appointment at the oral surgeon office. He's going to check my face. I don't know if you noticed, but my steri-strip fell off this morning. So that's an accomplishment in my recovery. That area smarts, man. This area right up here, it's tender. And as the swelling goes down and things start to heal, other things start to get more pronounced, like my knee. So we'll have to, this is probably going to take another 2 weeks before this starts to look more like it used to. And before I start getting my energy back and everything. It's very frustrating, especially if you're a high energy person. Not having energy is a challenge because you depend on what you're doing day to day to have that energy level that you need. And when you don't, you're getting less done and things are a little bit more challenging. So, but we're gonna power through it because we don't have a choice. We've got the Stand Store. I'm gonna really start doing some this week, and I think I'm gonna go to the Smokies next week, take some fall foliage pictures. But this week we're really going to hit the stand store stuff hard, start posting every day, get in a groove. So I should be able to talk more intelligently about how to drive traffic to your stand store, and we'll watch, what's going on with it and see how I adjust some of the strategies. And if we get a clip that does well, we might even consider, for sure, we're going to kind of enhance it, make it a little bit better, and put it back on for the next day or something, because so few people are going to notice when it's a reused clip, for one thing. And two, if it's proven that it does well, why wouldn't you repurpose it and try and improve it and see what that does? And then from there, we might monetize it just for like $3 or $4, just to kind of see what monetizing can do to help drive traffic to the mini offers or whatever it is. I did decide I'm gonna offer coaching on how to start a YouTube channel. Just, it's just kind of get you started. It kind of goes over trying to get you to hit that start button. So if you need that extra push, consider that. Or if you have just technical questions, real easy stuff. I think I'm only going to charge $50 for a half an hour. So I'm going to keep it relatively inexpensive. $50 is still a lot of money for many people, but jumpstart to get a head start. Ouch. If you're one of those people that needs help just to get started, to hit the start button, or needs encouragement, or needs a plan, or has a bunch of questions that they have to get answered before they start, this might be something for you. You never know. I'm not really going to make any other digital offers. I don't think you can really make digital offers on how to start a YouTube. Everyone just has very specific questions related to them. I think coaching is the best way to address that without wasting the reader's time or the person that is going to be benefiting from the content. I think that's the best way to address it. So we'll see, but we also have our tiny offer for how to take better Airbnb photos. We'll be hitting that pretty hard. I'm gonna make a video on how to use AI and how to, for real estate pictures, how to replace furniture and do virtual staging. So that's almost done. I just have to put the finishing touches on it. I got to figure out where I've got it stored. The fact that my computer's in the shop kind of slowing me down a little bit. My mom has a couple appointments this week, which also takes 2 or 3 hours out of the day. All these hours add up. That's the thing. It never stops. It's time. But this week's Gary V should be a little more focused on how to drive stuff to your stand store. It'll be very interesting. The last one was good. More directed to people, in my opinion, that was having a hard time starting. So I'm hoping this next one will be directed on people to how to really get that push going after you've started. That's what I need help with, or ideas on. They're kind of trying to understand what my next step is, how to drive traffic smartly to my stand store, and how to make all that content. So we'll see. And then I'll post what I learn here tomorrow, and we'll kind of go through the journey together. Not a long video today. You know, I needed to post today to get one of my daily videos in, for one thing. So one that checks off that box, but also, you know, give you guys encouragement. If you're trying to hit that start button and haven't found what you need to find to be able to press start, just start it. You don't even have to post it, but you might as well, because the second time you hit start, it's going to be different. It's going to feel, we always fear the unknown. You know, I'm going to the oral surgeon today, and I know a lot of my friends and a lot of people I know would be like super worried about what's he going to say and what's the prognosis going to be. Well, me worrying about it isn't going to change the prognosis, and it's not going to change the information he gives me. So wouldn't it be best to save that energy to address the information he gives me after I have an informed opinion? I mean, I have my opinion. I think I'm healing pretty good. I don't think below my eye is showing signs of a concave imperfection. Now he'll know that best, and I'm still a little swollen, but until I get this second evaluation, it's kind of up in the air, and I can worry about what he's going to say. I can think about what I'm going to do if I have these choices, or I can just wait until I get all the information, make an informed decision, and do what's best for me at the time. And that's usually with medical stuff. With medical stuff, what I always tell my mom and my friends and people I know, and they just wait and find out. Because oftentimes we fear the worst while we're hoping for the best. And it turns out it was nowhere near the worst. Not even close. So all that time we spent worrying about what if is wasted. And I've got too much shit to do to waste time on something, well, it's important to me, as trivial to that, because I'm worrying about something that's not even happened yet. So all you can do, and the same thing might be true with your videos. I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen? You know, I mean, the worst that could happen to me when I'm going through the airport is people staring at my face when it just looks horrible. And the worst happened. People were staring. They were staring with sympathy, which I don't enjoy either. I had one little kid, he just mesmerized. You could just tell. He's like, what the hell? He was like 4. And I just smiled at him. But it's not the best situation. And so I could worry about how is this gonna look? I look stupid in the videos. This is no way to start. It's not me. It's no way to present yourself. But it is, because it's me. It's what I have to do to get this done. I can't afford to wait another 2 weeks. Christmas time's coming up. I think digital offers are going to sell well during Christmas time. I need to perfect what I'm doing, and I don't know what I'm doing. I have an idea. I've created the offer, but I got to get a lot better at marketing it. Now, the good thing is, started really doing YouTube on August 1st. And 2 months later, October 1st, I think I'm at least 50% better. And if you look at that, try and get 1% better a day, I would be 60% better. So cut myself a little slack. Maybe I didn't improve 1% every day, but
we do the best we can, and that's all you can do. You do the best. If you do your best and you're out there trying, the only people that are going to make fun of you are losers. Because most people will have respect that you even tried, because you're doing something they're terrified to do. But don't let the judgment of other people stop you from being successful or getting to a place where you need to get to. I just don't understand that at all. If it's important to you, start. And I say that after wanting to start for 3 years. It's insane. Now seriously wanting to start since January, really thinking hard about it, putting a plan together. But even then, what the hell was I waiting on for 6 months? And imagine if I would have started in January, how good the videos would be now. They'd be awesome. I'd be so much farther ahead. But that's the other thing. I used to beat myself up constantly. I think a lot of it had to do with my ex-wife telling me I was a loser or whatever. Or just not understanding what I was trying to do. But I was always very hard on myself. And I've learned over time that as long as I'm trying my best, if things don't work out, we do the best we can. I didn't make it to every sporting event, and my kids were fine with that. Lots of times, it's your own psychological hurdle that says that you need to make it to every sporting event. They just want to have fun. They want to be with their friends. Now, if they do something great, they might appreciate it if you're there, but if you miss one every once in a while, they're going to understand. It's going to happen. This age where we got to make everything perfect for the kids, we got to stop. And we started to stop it. And I think it's going to make every kid better. We really messed up some kids during COVID, man. I feel sorry for them. Between that and 8th place trophies. You got a participant ribbon in elementary school at my school. You're better off getting nothing. Because that just put a scarlet L on your forehead. Participant. I hated those things. But, it also drove me to get better. You can't be better at everything. That's the other thing. There's some things you're not going to be good at. Accept it and move on. So, it's kind of where we're at today. I know. Might not be the most uplifting message, but it kind of is if you think about it. You just gotta accept who you are. Hello, how you doing? Good? Accept who you are, know your strengths and weaknesses, and embrace those. And if it's a strength, really use it to your advantage. We all have strengths. There's something that each one of you do that I can't do. That is an amazing characteristic. It's amazing that you can do that. And if you embrace that, it's what makes you different. And it's what's going to make you successful. So try and remember that. Try not to be too hard on yourself. Hey, I don't care if you've been waiting for 6 years to hit start. Just start. And let the chips kind of fall where they may. I think you'll be excited. Oh, it wasn't as bad as we thought. Again, we're fearing the unknown. Like you do it once, it's no longer unknown. You have a little better idea of what's going to happen. So, I hope that helps. We'll see you guys soon.
Till I see you again, have a great one. Bye.
This is where I experiment. If you want to see the real side of the journey and some exciting destinations along the way, subscribe now and follow along. Don't miss the next video. Hit subscribe.